日本時間6月7日、ドジャースの山本由伸投手が本拠地でのロサンゼルスエンジェルス戦に先発出場をしました。山本投手はこの日、初回に1点を失ったものの、その後は別人のような投球、8回を通じて22者連続アウトという圧倒的なピッチングで、直近4試合の防御率は驚異の 0.99 を記録しました。また、試合後のインタビューでは、ロバーツ監督が山本投手の引き出しについて語り、ラッシング選手が今日の先発捕手を務めた経緯を明かしました。ここからはその様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
Yoshi, when you have a game like today in which you guys take a big lead early, you get your work in. Obviously, you could pass the ball pass the baton onto the bullpen. But for a player like you, how important was it for you to get deeper into this game and to take down 8 innings of work?
今日みたいな、初回に失点して、崩れてもおかしくない試合ですけども、そこで山本さんにとってブルペン陣につなぐということも選択としてあるんですけど、そういうゲームをきちっと自分で、まとめ上げるっていうのは山本さんにとってどれくらい大切ですか？
初回、球数も少し多くなってしまったんですけど、その裏、逆転、してもらったので、冷静に、1イニングずつ投げていくことに集中して、結果的に球数が少なく、8回までいけたのですごく良かったなとは思います。
I think the thing that stood out most was his, keeping his focus in a plus game, team that was really aggressive, swinging. So he continued to make pitches, get soft contact, be efficient. Where sometimes you catch a big lead and pitchers start to get losing focus and walking guys or not making pitches. And tonight he was pitching like it was a tie ball game.
First inning do something just to really get the offense going, since it has been a little bit of a quieter group maybe the last 2-3 days?
I think so. Shohei started with an infield hit, then the homer by Andy to answer back was big. Put to bed any type of momentum they had in the top of the first, and then after that, just the hits kept coming, just good at bats, and we went dormant after that. But I just thought it was great the way we kind of answered in that first inning, and allowing us to get Freddie off of his feet for more than half the game I thought was good. And giving Kyle a day off and get him back in there tomorrow, so a lot of positives tonight.
When the other side is making defensive mistakes, does this lineup almost see red?
Yeah, I think so. It's we always say it's you can't give good teams extra outs, and then so for us to give us extra outs, just makes us really tough to beat. And so, stress is a starter, and then we got to their pen and got deep into their pen, which is good. And we become a lot more opportunistic.
Skipper, would you say that all the pistons in your machine right here is working it the way you would like right now?
I think so. I think that it's almost like from the pitching standpoint, the starters, the relievers, we have a lot of guys that know what they're supposed to do, are doing their jobs. We catch the baseball really well, and then on the offensive side, we do enough we take a lot of good at bats, and I still think that if you look at up and down the lineup, there's a lot of guys that really aren't doing what they're gonna do, but I still feel that with the sum of the parts, we're still very good offensively.
What stood out to you about Ryan Ford's at bats this second time up in the big leagues?
It's great. He just seems very relaxed. He seems confident. His swings show that. He's playing some nice left field too. So I like that kind of youthful enthusiasm, just being happy to be there. That's refreshing, and it's nice that you lose an all-star in Teo, but you get a way to get a guy that's been in our system an opportunity, and that's fun. That's fun for everyone.
Dave, how did you like Andy's response after that drop ball in center field?
Well, it was a tough play. I think it was a 1-2 fastball that Yama made a mistake, and Peraza put a good swing on it. got a glove on it, didn't come up with it, but for him to come back in that bottom half and homer was great to see.
With Freddie, were you just getting him off his feet?
Yeah, just getting him off his feet. I mean, he's played 9 in a row, going to play tomorrow, day game after night game, so there's a chance to, get me a couple of bats too. All right, thanks, guys.
Well, first, just with Yoshinobu, obviously when you have a game like this, when the score got bigger early, for him just to keep battling, to be so efficient, to be able to get through 8, what does it say just to you about a pitcher and who he is?
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty big for us. Leaves our bullpen fresh for tomorrow. Sweep the series. It's kind of who he is. He wasn't getting the swing and miss that he wanted from the get-go. This is not a team that swings and misses a lot. So we kind of knew we were going to have the flexibility to get guys in and out of the box as quick as possible. And yeah, he did that. And like I said, 8 innings is never easy. And it's obviously great to see him do it once again.
He mentioned just because of the big lead, he was able to kind of work through a few things or even experiment with a few things during his outing. What did you find just in which either how he was experimenting or kind of what he was able to do due to the score?
Yeah, I think you get up big like that, and you don't want to get too cute to an extent, but you also want to understand and see what he's capable of. Kind of throw a couple more tricks up your sleeve, in a way. And for him, it's so easy because he has 8 pitches that he can throw wherever he wants. And so, yeah, obviously it's fun to work with him. And yeah, we tried a few new tricks, and we'll carry him over into his next one.
Feel like almost building into the season? Obviously you started off pretty well, he's gotten better and better the last couple outings.
Yeah, I think really good pitchers, really good hitters, they get better as the season goes on, and it's a good thing, and I don't expect him to slow down anytime soon.
Obviously, a big run is a good thing or a big lead is a good thing for a pitcher, but there was a lot of time off. Just what impressed you about the way that he was able to come back and really sail from there?
Yeah, he has a good routine in the dugout in between innings to kind of ramp up his arm, stay ready, and during that first inning he was throwing a lot of plyo balls, so he knew he was going to have to stay warm for as much as possible, or as long as possible, and yeah, I felt like he kind of had normal rest the rest of the game.
Dalton, you've been really good with the ABS stuff. Is there anything you do to prepare for that, or is that just kind of a natural feel that you think you have?
I wouldn't say it was natural. I kind of sucked at it in spring. So no, I would say we've tried out a new system on Traject downstairs. It's helped a little bit. I think catching a little more kind of gets you more and more comfortable back there with challenging pitches. And obviously we talk about it all the time, like when's a good time, when's not. And I think me and Will and I are starting to get a really good idea of when to challenge and when not to.
Ahead of the game, Dave Roberts talked about how, obviously with Will Smith dealing with a sore neck, how he was able just to kind of tap your shoulder and be like essentially you're in.
Yeah.
How different did that feel for you this year compared to last year in just regard to the confidence that you have behind the plate, stepping in when needed, and just understanding that you have the complete game plan ready?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. That's what you want. It's my job to give Doc that opportunity to be able to do that. This year, my whole goal was make sure if there's an opportunity that I can pick a day that Will needs rest, maybe a matchup thing, make sure that I can provide just as much as he does with the bat as well as behind the plate, and that's something I'm going to obviously continue to work for. Whatever he needs, I'll be here. He knows I'll catch 7 days a week. He knows I'll catch every game that he can't go back there. So yeah, we'll see what we got tomorrow and go sweep the series.
How would you describe Yama's routine in between innings, and how involved, if at all, are you in that?
Outside of kind of building a plan on what we're going to throw the first 3 hitters the next inning, I kind of let him do his thing. He's so in tune with his body and how he's moving, and so that I can't help with that. I don't know how everything feels on him personally. That's his body, So I kind of just let him do his thing. Outside of, like I said, we'll figure out what we're going to throw to the next 3 batters and let him be. Yep, thanks guys.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは MLB で活躍する日本人選手の最新情報を中心にどこよりも熱くお届けします。専門家の分析や選手の生の声で観戦がさらに面白くなりましたら、ぜひチャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。 皆様の応援が励みになります。今回も最後までご視聴いただき本当にありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。